Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Played out wide. Messi gets into a good position. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that has left him in a heap. Can he get on the end of this? Turns and goes back. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Takes a shot! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So, a breakthrough already.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Mateus, he's picked his way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Messi. Now it's Nedved. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi. Nedved. Inter Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Robson is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And that's gone loose.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Succumbs to the pressure. Vieira. And it's Vieira. Now Robson. Madrid finding their passes. And Messi! He is desperate to get on the score sheet. But not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Lahm. Vieira. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Cross... Oh, smashing! Oh, crossbar! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Nedved can see things, others simply cannot. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi stood his ground strongly. That's gone for a throw-in.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good ball, good take. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Danger averted for now. And it's Vieira. Now the ball's gone astray. Aimed beyond the defence. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Cruyff. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Can he get it through? Out towards the flank. Shot a goal! Just not quite happening for him just now. Messi. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Inter Milan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Vieira, a picture of focus and alertness. Oh, that's up. And he shoots!
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Vieira. Nedved. And here's Bale. Vieira. And he's there to retrieve it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
This looks promising. And the shot! He scores! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Cruyff. Robson. And it's Vieira. Vieira. Some really good ball movement. Knocks it into space. Robson cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Robson. The message is clear, none shall pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread it left. Nedved. Oh, he's played it in low. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's had it taken off him. Mateus. It looks a good ball through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Araujo. Vieira. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sostituzione per l'Inter.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Numero 25. Numero 7.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Decent chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And now they can spring out of defence.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now, can they get it back? Crosses. There's the header! And that's a real chance missed.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Pelé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Pelé. No, that's been intercepted. Pelé, and he's lost his man. Pelé! Oh, that is beyond special. A worldie and a half. A finish right from the top draw. And the lead is extended still further. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control. Bale receives it in a good position here, and it's Ibrahimovic. Now there's a... He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pelé.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Rummenigge. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Defending here is really tight. Inter Milan, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Cruyff.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now it's Messi. Oh, well played. Mateus. And it's Cruyff. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Nesta.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Real chance! Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Cruyff. And Mateus. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's chosen to go back. He had nobody. Rummenigge! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper has taken decisive action. Thuram. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great defending, strong and determined. Rummenigge. Passing nice and neat. And it's Vieira. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Messi. And it's Vieira. Rummenigge.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Messi. Robson. And it's Messi. Now Cruyff. Nedved. That's a decent clearance. Now, what about a counter-attack? Not the most accurate pass. Vieira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Messi. Maldini does really well to win the ball there. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now there's a fine ball. And he's heaved it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mateus puts his foot on the gas. Rummenigge. Nedved. It's Nedved! And it's Nedved. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Messi. Vieira. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. No, he's not getting his way this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, played through for the wide man. Out of play for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Gone behind for a goal kick. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Inter have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it.
Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Lam. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Lam. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira.
Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Takes a shot! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Messi being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Played out wide. Messi. And Messi! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Thuram. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Maldini. Inter Milan are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Lam. Aims beyond the defence. It's a pretty loose pass. Robson. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Nedved. Messi. Oh, sweet feet. And this is Nedved. Well, that has not gone well. And that's a good ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Messi. The message is clear. None shall pass. Nedved. And there's green grass ahead of him. Nedved is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Robson will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vieira. Mateus. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Maldini. Strong running down that left flank. Tries to pass it through. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Inter Milan leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Maldini. Very much into the last knockings. Vieira. And it's Vieira. And it's Nedved. Cristiano Ronaldo. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Robson is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, it's come loose. Tries to play it through. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and... Big chance! And that would have been some goal.
Nedved really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chance! Ferdinand getting this one clear.
I think it goes without saying, Peter, that Michel Platini will be standout here.
Yeah, a man, of course, who's been idolised by so many, but bettered by almost no man.
Yeah, maybe other players can do it on their day, Peter, but with this fella, he could do it repeatedly. He did it over and over again. It's because he had a wonderful understanding of the game and an incredible ability to read things before everyone else.
And he did it all with style and pizzazz, and that is the signature of the great man himself. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chooses to go back. Takes a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nicked it back promptly. Messi. And that has left him in a heap. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Messi. Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Michel Platini. Now it's Cruyff. Messi takes a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Platini. Cruyff. Platini. Platini! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Nil-nil still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong, and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Messi. And here's Cruyff. There's a sharp little ball here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vieira. Pressing high and with purpose. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Robson. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nedved. Mateus. That's really well manoeuvred. Messi. Cruyff. Robson. And it's Messi. And this is Ronaldo. And here's Cruyff. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Cruyff. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. And Mateus. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi driving forwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a searching pass. Maldini. Vieira. Nedved. Rummenigge. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. And no, that was never going to make it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Rummenigge, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Inter may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full, and it should spur them on.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So neither side has yet broken through. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, that's nice. Mateus. Chance for a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good take in a good area. Chance here to counter. Mateus. And it's Nedved. And he's running through. Now it's Cruyff. And this is Nedved. And he was alert to it. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Platini is the team's great visionary. Cruyff. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Lahm. Just about up to the hour now. Rummenigge proves just a little bit too strong. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 18. Numero 23.
And it's Lahm.
Messi. Numero 25.
Pele.
Numero 5.
Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Lovely, now then. Brilliantly cut out.
Il numero 22. Il numero 10.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Robson was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rummenigge closing in on goal.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Can he get it through? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi. Good running, strong and purposeful. Over to the left. And he's managed to get free. He is just caressing the ball. Knocks it out wide. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Somewhat off target. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Inter really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Maldini cuts it out.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Robson stood up well to him there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Vieira with the foul. Vieira. Into the last 5 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Davids looking to play him in. Araujo gets rid without sophistication.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pele. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And it's Lam. It's a good run down the right. Best. And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? And another try! Oh, that's incredible! Save the best for last! That is so... And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. And the finish! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Might want to be careful there.
Rummenigge. It's a pretty loose pass. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's a promising run he's making on the right. And it's Bellingham. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ambitious ball here. Oh, Red, nice interception. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Messi. Thuram. Rummenigge.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lahm. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Lahm. He's in space and looking for options. Mateus. Roberto Carlos. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Messi. Bellingham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Vieira. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's very neat. And it's played in. Mateus. Lahm. Messi. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. He's found the way through. Showing good feet. And he's gone backward here. Messi. Inter Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. That's a little off target. And they can counter here. Mateus. Messi. Roberto Carlos. And he welcomes it in. There's no flag. And he's managed to get... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, good spread. Lahm threads one in. Messi looking to run onto it. No. And the first half is done. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Inter Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And it's Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Messi. Now, can they get him away? Vieira, a picture of focus and alertness. Driving on and making good progress. He is through here! Cruyff with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Nesta. And it's Vieira. Lahm. And it's Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
For Lahm. Thuram. Messi tries making a foray down the right. And this is Nedved. He is just caressing the ball. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. Madrid are looking to go forward now. This ended up in no man's land. Lahm. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run, and there's green grass ahead of him. Thuram. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rummenigge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's a sharp little ball here. Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 18, numero 23, Messi.
Ibrahimovic.
Numero 25.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Numero 7.
Oh, that's fabulous. They're urging him to shoot. Plays it in low. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little...
Dembele! And he hits the net! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And very quickly, the substitute. Great chance! He has done it! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's whipped it across.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Gives it back. And here's Neymar. Robson. Head back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Fires it in low. That's going to go a long way. Vieira calmly anticipates. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Neymar. Oh, facing a chance for a shot! Gattuso. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Inter Milan, close now to seeing this one through to the end. Madrid needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Gattuso.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Great vision. Oh, that was vital. That's a lovely, neat pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Dembele. So that's it. It is all over. Inter Milan pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Nedved, the referee's awarded a free kick. Lahm gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
He's a sharp little ball here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It'll be a throw-in. Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Rummenigge. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Cruyff is herring after that one. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mateus. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
First quarter of an hour gone. Back into the middle. Another pass, just big chance! Inter Milan are managing to come away unscathed, admittedly with a fairly thick slice of luck.
It's just a perfect example of why they can't afford to lose the ball.
Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Inter Milan, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Bellingham. Cruyff! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work.
Can he finish? They've scored!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And it's Nedved. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Nedved.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nedved. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi. Nedved.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Strong running down that left flank. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Cruyff is onto it in a flash. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. That's a good ball out wide. Ibrahimovic. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception, well timed. Mateus. Nedved. So what can they make of this? Foot in. Bellingham. Thuram cuts out the pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And Cruyff! And that was neither one thing nor the other.
Cruyff certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it.
Nedved. And that's decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Drilled in low. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Ibrahimovic is flagged offside. Thuram. Nesta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Great vision. Tries to pass it through.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Madrid have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Madrid have their third corner. And he shoots! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Shot could be on. He's free, he has got space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Cruyff. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Nedved. Oh, super ball. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 18. Numero 25.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
But he's forced to go back.
Numero 17. Attenzione.
Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pressing high and with purpose, and that's been intercepted. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. So their fourth quarter of the game. And the shot! And he's there to belt it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Platini picks it up out wide. Pele going about things with real menace. And it's Lam. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And the finish! And yes, it's there! Do not write them off. Back they come. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Great defending, strong and determined. Not the most convincing of passes. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Neymar. Ibrahimovic! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. He's had a shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! And that's it. That was always inevitable.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Now there's a fine ball. Real chance! It's in! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. That is so good. Such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time.
Great chance! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost in all.
And time is up. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the...